What do we have here?
You want to stop the recording for now?
That's okay.
Okay, hi guys.
Hi, is that Jyoti?
I'm Jyoti. Yes.
Hello, Jyoti. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Joel?
Good. Hanji Panji. Anama Panji.
Just a minute. Let me just put on my headset because I think like I'm not able to hear properly. I think now I should be. Can you guys hear me?
Crystal clear.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, now
Hi,
I can hear you
everybody.
guys better.
How many people?
Hello, Chama. How are you?
I'm just one second.
Hello,
Hi,
Dami. Developer. Hello, Jyoti. Hello,
Hi.
J225. Who are you?
Hi, everybody.
Joel, you're already a Scrum Master.
Upcoming. We're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's here? So there's Jyoti, there's hi Dami, developer. Hi Joel.
Hi, Chama.
Hello. Hi. Wait,
Okay,
where's
how are
everybody?
you?
I'm just going to sorry. I like playing music. While I text everybody to come join us. Okay.
You see my team, we're ready. We got our DevOps pumping up. We're waiting for the PO. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Nope, Chama.
Oh, could you hear?
Can you
could
hear
you
me?
hear what I was? Oh, there are more people coming. Can you see? Can you hear what I'm playing though?
Nope, can't hear nada.
No. Oh, I hate when this happens. Anyways, that's okay. Hi, Carla. Hi, Michael. Michelle. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi. I like the voice. Sorry.
Hey there.
Hello. Let us wait more people to join us. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for joining.
Good evening. How are you? How's everyone?
Hey.
What's up, sister? What's going on?
Hey, bro. I'm well. How are you?
Awesome, doing great.
I love to hear it.
Yes, ma'am.
So how's your days? How are your days going? How is your days going? How are your days going? What's going on? The weather? How's the weather on your side?
Yo, my day was low energy today, to be honest. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, just
Not,
like that. So it's what it is.
yeah, it's not just you, my dear. Not just you. But yeah, I mean, thank God that tomorrow is Friday. Like, yes.
It's gonna turn up.
It's funny because like when I get to Wednesday, I'm like, okay, I'm already on Friday. It's so funny how it works. But yeah, okay.
Oh, Dami, I see you now.
I'm here.
Okay, 6:02, not bad. Okay. Let's wait maybe next 5 minutes and we'll just start. Yeah. You know what? While we're waiting, I'll just keep asking random questions. So, where is the best like vacation place to go to? Like, I know like everyone is like running to Maldives, but I feel like there's probably like another island that no one knows about that's probably affordable too. Any suggestions?
It's
still affordable. That's the problem.
Is that?
It's still
Aruba.
affordable. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. And well, it is all. I hear like
Antigua is nice.
where
Antigua.
Antigua. Okay, I don't know that place. I'll check it out on
It's
YouTube.
beautiful. Bali is also nice.
I know Bali is nice. Bali is like very tropical, very like look is a village or what?
Andamas is nice.
Where?
Andamas.
And I don't know that place. Okay, I'm taking notes. Thank you.
Saskatoon Island.
Please, I beg, go and sit down.
You play too much.
I swear.
The life is already too hard. You know?
Hi, Jovita. Hi, CJ. Hi, Taye.
One day you guys will hear that Joel is the mayor of, or premier for Saskatchewan. The way he's carrying this thing seriously.
We're working on it.
Anyways, you know what? I think time is up. Let's just start. What do you guys think? Should we start or wait a little?
Hey, Adesua, who are you? Look beautiful. I just saw your face.
I think our RTE is on the call, and everybody. We have more than 10 people on the call, so
okay.
Anytime we have more than 10, we can always start.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, for finding time to come and learn about Scrum and hear other people's presentation and see how they also like handle their own Scrum events. So let's go over to the next slide. So the Scrum guide, everyone knows what the Scrum guide looks like, right? No? Yes? Okay, whatever. So, so the Scrum guide, and as a Scrum Master, honestly speaking, it's your one-stop shop for everything concerning the Scrum and the Scrum framework. And it's funny because the Scrum guide covers the people, the processes, and the tools that gives the Scrum team an edge. Mm-hmm. And like the Scrum guide is also like it also gives you like a detailed overview of what a product owner does and what the Scrum Master servant leadership role entails. Because sometimes I hear, oh, the Scrum Master doesn't do anything, but then the Scrum guide actually tells you what a Scrum Master's role is. And as a Scrum Master or a transitioning Scrum Master, the Scrum guide is literally your guide on how to conduct the Scrum ceremonies the right way, if you read it properly. So today's focus is going to be on two teams. So Team A and Team Z and their mandates. So Team Z is part of, so I'm going to read to you guys and what Team Z's mandate is. So Team Z is part of Agency Z. Keep that one in mind, okay? So it's Agency Z is a high-paying client who needs an online dating app that will use the right machine algorithm to increase the probability of matches that want to get married. So Agency Z has assigned this project to Team Z with priority marked as urgent. Okay, that's Team Z's mandate. Now for Team A's mandate. Team A, there is a new hospital in town. There has been a lot of emergencies lately in the neighborhood. There is no emergency medical response application that people could use to have access to the new hospital's first responders, okay? So their task is to design a mobile app to help this need, so that if people don't have access to the hospital's phone number, they can use the app with Wi-Fi availability in an emergency situation, okay? So for today, both teams, so both Team Z and Team A are going to be working on their daily Scrum, and Team Z, I believe, is going to be working on their backlog refinement live with us. You know what? Let's actually go to the Scrum guide and let's like dive deep into what we will be expecting today, which is the daily Scrum and what's it called? Daily Scrum and Backlog Refinement. So I just usually go Control F. Daily, actually right here, Daily Scrum. Okay, so let's just read together as a team what the Daily Scrum, what the Scrum Guide says the Daily Scrum is. And remember, the Daily Scrum is what Team A is going to, I guess, perform for us today. So I'm going to read it. Daily Scrum. The purpose of the Daily Scrum is to inspect progress towards the sprint goal and adapt the sprint backlog as necessary, adjusting the upcoming planned work. I was about to say events, the upcoming planned work. Okay, so the Daily Scrum is a 15-minute event for the developers of the Scrum team. Okay, to reduce complexity, it is held at the same time and place every working day of the sprint. If the product owner or Scrum Master are actively working on items in the sprint backlog, they participate as developers. If the product owner or Scrum Master are actively working on items in the product's backlog, they participate as developers. This means that only if the product owner or the Scrum Master are developers, that's when they can attend Daily Scrum. So if they're not developers, they cannot, they should not be in Daily Scrum. And then, okay, down aside, I just keep reading first and I'll keep talking. So the developers can select whatever structure and technique they want, as long as their Daily Scrum focuses on progress towards the sprint goal and produces an achievable plan for the next day of work. This creates focus and improves self-management. The Daily Scrum improves communications, identifies impediments, promotes quick decision-making, and consequently eliminates the need for other meetings. The Daily Scrum is not the only time. The Daily Scrum is not the only time developers are allowed to adjust their plan. They often meet throughout the day for more detailed discussions about adapting or replanning the rest of the sprint's work. Does that make sense? Yes, no? I'll just take that, I guess.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Thank you.
A question, facilitator.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so usually, and this is not just for you, anyone in the audience can answer, because the whole essence of our meetings are to increase participation and engagement. So usually in the CSM exams, we've had some cases where some people say that they were asked why is it that the Daily Scrum takes place at the same place. So if you look at this Scrum Guide that you just read, the second sentence answers that question. And so people that don't read their Scrum Guide are going to fail that question. So the second, that paragraph actually gives the answer. Yeah, this paragraph. So if you can just read it again so that people who are about to take their CSM exam would know.
Okay, so the Daily Scrum is a 15-minute event for developers of the Scrum team. To reduce complexity, it is held at the same time and place every working day of the sprint. If the product owner or Scrum Master are actively working on items in the sprint backlog, they participate as developers.
Yeah, thank you for reading that. So, you know, the funny thing, some people will read this 10 times and yet they don't know the answer. So I'll leave it. Do you have a mural board set up so that people can enter their answers anonymously?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask that same question again. If you can share the mural link on the chat, please, so that we can get anonymous answers. You'll be so surprised that even after reading that paragraph, some people are still not going to understand it. Have you posted it yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh, thank you. So everyone in the audience, please feel free to go to the Zoom chat.
There's no link here.
Oh, sorry. I sent it to only Dami. Hi, Dami.
Please put it. Yeah, okay. I see.
I like you, Dami. That's what I'm sending to only you.
Okay. So everyone, please feel free. You can make yourself anonymous so that we don't know who gave what answer, right? That's not the essence. The point is for us to just go in and put in what we think is the answer. So the question usually in the exam would be, hey, why is it that it's recommended by the Scrum Guide to hold the daily Scrum at the same place and at the same time? What's the answer?
Open the Scrum Guide again, make I tell you.
No. No.
You guys, don't be shy. Mira will not bite you. Just write the answer, guys. And another reason why we have these meetings is to conquer fear. Because we've had some feedback that people say, oh, because of these meetings, they get to the exam of CSM and they smash it because we've touched on some of the questions from time to time. So please always invite your friends to come for these sessions because you don't know what we're going to be talking about on a particular day. But one thing we can tell you is that you get value for your time. So only 2 people have written. Okay, only 1 person has. Is it that we can't click on the link, or we're just not in the mood to participate today? Because usually our audience is very active. We can see visiting lion, we can see visiting horse. 2 no trader, visiting bay. That is participate. Sea turtle, participate. Yeah, that's it. That's the spirit. Facilitator, if you can share the Scrum Guide page. Even some people will look at the Scrum Guide page and still not know the answer, so it's still fine.
Okay.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, those who are participating have gotten the answer. It's to reduce complexity. If you start changing the rooms where the meeting holds, you start making them think of other things. And remember that part of the values of Scrum is focus, right? We want to do everything. All our activities are geared towards improving focus. We don't want our team members to start getting bothered about looking for a meeting room, trying to get a comfortable seat. It is preferable and recommended by the Scrum Guide to do everything that is geared towards keeping the team focused and reducing complexity. One of the 12 agile principles is simplicity. And if you start introducing complexity from making people change from one room to the other, then you're not really practicing those principles. And our facilitator has been kind enough to provide the link to the Agile Manifesto, which is showing now on your screen. All right, thank you. Thank you so much, facilitator. Over to the next thing on your agenda, and thank you for showing us this principle.
Okay, so next slide is just talking about like what do we need to succeed as Scrum Masters. So first, trainings. So trainings, certifications, experience, a winning resume, a winning job search strategy, interview preparation. So the first 2, trainings and certifications, let me just go to the next slide. So that can be done with Simple Access has collaborated with KX Consulting to provide you guys with discounts. So reach out to Kelechi or
Jyoti.
Sorry, Jyoti. Hi, Jyoti. I'm sorry. To Kelechi or Jyoti for a discount code. And they will take down your full name, your email address, your intended training dates, and course title. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kelechi and Jyoti, the next class is happening this weekend?
Yeah, they have throughout the week and throughout the weekend. But what happens is that because a lot of people are now becoming more and more aware of Scrum and how lucrative the profession is, most of their classes these days are getting booked. So that's why you see us motivating people on the chats, trying to reach out to people one-on-one to also encourage them to take advantage before the classes get fully booked. I'm sure some people on this call have had experience of them telling them that their classes, sending them emails that their classes are already full. So if you don't want that to happen to you, please make the decision, plan ahead, and send us your full details as shown on the facilitator screen, and then we will follow up with Simply Access to get your email and your seat booked. The advantage of getting certified is that, number one, you stand out from the crowd. Number two, you get people to trust you, especially the interviewers. You get them to trust you because these certifications are recognized. I'm sure we all know about Scrum Alliance, right? And that's the certification you'll be getting if you go through Simply Access. So their certifications are recognized, and even the interviewers respect that. And so if you have two candidates, one is called Kelly Jyoti, the other one is called Kelly Jyoti, CSM, CSPO, SSM, and all the other certifications related to Scrum. Please, can you comment on the group chat or on the Zoom chat, which of the candidates you think will get the role? Or can you unmute yourself and let us know, and then tell us your reason? If you can unmute yourself, that will be faster.
The one with the whole certifications loaded up.
Yeah, thank you. But why? Why do you think so?
Simply because they'll feel for you to have invested in the certifications, you have the knowledge, right? On like you have more edge because you have gone through the certification to impact yourself in the knowledge for the role they're going to be engaging you in. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your answer. And the thing is, a Scrum Master is supposed to come to a team and promote Agile and Agile principles and Scrum values. And so if they don't even trust you that you've invested in yourself, or the previous company you've worked for has invested in you to certify you, then they're not also going to trust that you'll be able to promote those principles and values to the team that they are trying to hire you for. So it's in your own best interest if you stand yourself out, because the competition now is getting fierce by the day. Get your certifications, and these certifications are not difficult. Seriously, like they are really things that you've done before. It's just now that you're going to get a medal or a badge attached to it. So please take it seriously. Facilitator, over to you.
Okay, so I'll just go back to my previous slide actually. So as I said before, the first two is with Simply Access and talk with Jyoti and Kelechi to get your discounts. So experience. So we're all encouraged to join a team of 5, team A, team Z, team Q, team whatever team, just to get a feel of how the Scrum ceremonies are operating. So from 4 to 6, a winning resume, a winning job search strategy, and interview preparation, head over to KX Consulting or talk to Kelechi or Jyoti to get you guys set up, because they offer coaching, resume review, LinkedIn review, and interview preparation. So it's like a one-stop shop for getting your next or landing your next Scrum role. And they have proven like methods to land yourself a nice role. Okay, so okay. Testimonials.
Yeah, thank you so much. If you can go back to the previous slide. Yes, no, the one with this one. So we usually encourage people that come to us to do their training, certifications, and get their experience. And the reason for that is we want to produce the best. We want to continue to maintain that track record of getting people to their roles, right? We don't have any guarantees because the bulk of the work is going to come from the candidate. And that's why we want you to do your trainings. We want you to do your certifications so that even when we're coaching you, even when we're asking you mock interview questions, even when we're really drilling you on the questions that an interviewer can potentially ask you, we want to see that fire in you. And that fire usually comes when you've done your trainings, you've done your certifications, and you've done your experience. I can tell you for sure, there are some people that didn't know anything about Scrum, but because they followed this step-by-step process, by the time they got to number 4, they were really on fire, right? And as we're going into the testimonial session, I'm sure some of the premium members are on this chat. Does any of the premium members want to give like a flavor as to what's the impact has been to them? Just something brief, please. Facilitator, you can go to the testimonials page, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the premium has been good for me though. I just want to say something brief. The premium has been, I'll just say this analogy because I really can't put it in words, the value, but I will say that there's a reason why when you go to the car shop, we see the same car, same year, same model. They're telling you a particular one is $10,000, and another version of that same is $20,000. You get why?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So if you don't try it, you really cannot. Really can't put it in words.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would just be me saying it in a nutshell, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for saying that. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
I would. I would also like to chip in there a bit because this is exactly when I was introduced to Scrum, or this agile world exactly by Kelly. So when she was talking about it, actually at first I wasn't very serious about it, and she literally had to force me and get the guy at Simply Access contact me to get me enrolled into it. And then just for her sake, I got enrolled to the first my first certification, CSM. And then from there I was then I started, once I participated in that certification, and then when I got to meet with people, then I suddenly started relating to what she is telling me. And I can tell you this is exactly the strategy that I myself, and I believe this is exactly the strategy that Kelly has also followed. And both of us, I think personally speaking, for me it has worked so far. And actually and this has in a way boosted my confidence too, to an extreme level. And participating in this community too have helped me a lot. Even now, once in a while I just give interviews for different people, and I can see the changes that I had in my first interview and the interviews that I have recently given. So I believe the strategy is a proven strategy, and it's a winning strategy too. So that is something that I have to chip in, because this is nothing kind of like a marketing, but this is a true from my heart. So yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know, because always have faith in the system, follow the system, and you will never fail. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for chipping that in. So without further ado, I know we're really down with time, and we have about 30 more minutes. So what we're going to do is, for Team A, they were supposed to present today on the hospital application. But what we're going to do is, for the next 10 minutes, myself and the audience, and Jyoti and Chioma, the facilitator, our RTE too, I'm sure she will be on the call soon. We are just going to talk briefly about how to start off working on a product. Because now most of the conversations in the market has moved from project management to product management. And so I want the team to feel free to participate on the mural link that our facilitator is posting now. And I want us to have a flavor of how the thinking process goes on with regards to a product. So let's assume now we are part of team A, and team A is supposed to create a product canvas. The starting point for every product is usually the product canvas, so that we can clearly see what the product we're designing is all about. Team Z is going to start their presentation from 8:40 till 9:30. So that we'll be able to also hear from them and see how far they've progressed with regards to the daily Scrum and backlog refinement. So facilitator, can you share the link please on the chat?
Yes, I'm sharing it right now. Shared.
Thank you. I don't see it yet though. It's the old mural link that is there.
Oh my God. I think we'll keep sharing it too. Why? Every time, damn it. Sorry, everyone. This is for the product canvas, and this is for the journey map.
Okay, so we have like 3 minutes. Audience, please let's participate, especially for those who are new. I know all this may sound really strange, but I think the moment you start something, you will get a hang of it. So if you can enter as a visitor, click on the link, enter as a visitor, and let's collaborate together. I can see visiting rabbits. Yeah, thank you for participating. I can see visiting giraffe. Thank you so much for participating. And Team Z, please feel free to also participate in this. It's also for you as well to benefit. So the idea is we have a hospital. In that particular neighborhood, a lot of people have been dying because by the time they have to get to, they try to get to the hospital, it's either their car breaks down or they don't usually have cars. So a new hospital came to town with an ambulance. But now we need a mobile app that people will be able to download and then use it to be able to notify the hospital that they're in an emergency situation for them to come and pick them up. So looking at this product canvas, what do you think are the key partners? Who do you think are the key partners? What do you think are the key activities? What do you think is the value proposition, key resources? What channels do you think that application should be created for? What kind of customer relationships do you have? How would the hospital make money from it? That's number 7, revenue streams. How would the hospital make money from it? And then in terms of cost structure, how would they go about it? So please, let's feel free to just think about it and write. Use the sticky notes to write. Thank you. Wow, a lot of people are participating. There's visiting duck, visiting giraffe, visiting kangaroo. Thank you. And in a real team, by the way, in a real team, this is how you encourage your team members to participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
In real life, whose responsibility is it to come up with a product canvas?
Yeah, I'll leave it to the team to answer. So audience, what's the answer to that question? That's a very good question. And that's actually one of the exam questions in CSM. So
Product owner.
The product owner. Correct. Thank you. We're very sharp when this. Hey.
We're all CSM certified, that's why.
Hey.
You know why I asked?
Why, please?
Because I'm not currently the product owner of my team, but they want me to come up with this. That's why I asked that question, because I knew it was the product owner's job. So now I'm going to assign it back to the product owner.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for adding knowledge to people on the audience as well. Okay, so we have 7 more minutes before Team Z presents.
Hmm. Six more minutes, guys. Let's hurry. Can see we are all an agile team. See how we are working with speed and executing with speed and giving value to the product canvas. What does customer segment mean?
So customer segments is more about what your business is targeting. Who are you targeting? Which market are you targeting? Your niche. Are you targeting young people? Are you targeting young people? Are you targeting pregnant women?
Yeah.
Who are you targeting?
I'm about to say sick people. They beat me to it.
If the boxes are full, you can always double click on an empty space and a new sticky note will appear. And that person that asked the question, that was a very good question about who owns this. The thing is, when you say who owns something, the person is accountable for it, but the other team members can actually collaborate. You can see how the audience is collaborating, because only one person cannot do something and you expect the same result. So let's say you tell one person to do something and then you tell 10 people to do it. You will get 10 different ideas, and the value from the person, the product canvas that 10 people worked on would definitely be better than the one that only one person worked on. So that's what Agile promotes. Agile promotes teamwork. It promotes self-managing teams. It also promotes ownership. Everybody should own something, but one person can be held accountable. So the question will be, who is accountable for this? Is the product owner. But whose responsibility is it to participate? It's actually the entire Scrum team. We have 3 more minutes before Team Z presents. Thank you, everyone. So at this point, I think we've got a lot of inputs. I don't know if they've commented on the revenue streams. Oh yeah, that's very important. And then the cost structure. So while the collaboration is still going on, I'll just talk to us briefly as to what each of those rectangles represent. So for your customer segment is really who is your business targeted to. You don't just get your product mandate and you just jump on the product and start working on the product. No, you need to sit down. If you want to go to war, for example, you have to sit down with your team and strategize and ask yourself who are our enemies? Who are we targeting to to go to battle with. You can't just take your bullets and waste your bullets on everybody you see on the road. No, you have to be specific. You have to be focused. Well, I don't know if this is a good example now that there's a war going on. I think it's a bit sensitive. Sorry, guys. So let me use another example. You can't just design something and just imagine that your product is for everybody. No, if you're focusing on everybody, you will not get anybody. And that's why even with KX Consulting, our target market is Scrum Masters. You can notice that we are not all over the place. It's really targeted towards Scrum Masters, right? So that's the same model. Whenever you're designing any product or mobile app, please try to be focused on a particular customer segment. Now, the second thing is value proposition. What value does your business provide to customers that gives them value, really, right? So here we can see a lot of participation here, save life, beat time, beat competition. These are great examples. And then for number 3, customer relationship. How will you interact with potential customers? That's really about customer relationship. Are you going to make it a self-service model? Are you going to make it in a way that you have one-on-one interactions with your customers? What kind of relationship are you trying to establish with your customers? And then number 4 is about key activities. What activities do you need to do to support your business, to support your model? For key partners, is about who are your key partners, who are the stakeholders, who are the people that are going to be involved with this product. And then for key resources, what are the key resources you need for the business to thrive, right? In this case, we need funds, we need tech gurus to work on the app, we need a hospital team to respond to the actual emergency. So you guys are really demonstrating that you really understand this stuff and you can do it. We have 1 more minute left. Revenue streams is about what will the app be doing? Will it be focused on providing free value, or will it be focused on providing revenue for the business, for the hospital? And we've really done a good job answering that here as well. Some people are saying you can make money from parking, you can make from insurance billing, special events, hospital health, tourism, things like that. So we've really demonstrated that we understand this stuff, and I hope it was a good exercise. Please comment in the chat if you really enjoyed this exercise, while we can move now to Team Z. It's 8:40. Thank you. As a Scrum Master, you always have to be time boxed, right? So if you say 8:40, let it be 8:40. So we have to move now to Team Z. Thank you, facilitator.
Thank you.
Hello, Team Z. How are we doing today?
Hi, bro.
Awesome,
Good
thank
evening.
you.
The weather was terrible at my end. It was really raining and pretty cold, but I'm fine. I'm good. How's it going at you guys' end over there?
Good, yeah?
Not bad. Okay, we're having a daily Scrum today, and I'm gonna be sharing my screen to show that. So technically speaking, the daily Scrum, literally what did you do yesterday? What would you do today? Anything blocking your progress? Those are the questions, I'm gonna be asking the developers. I'm just here to facilitate. The daily Scrum is strictly for developers to interact amongst themselves. That being said, I'm going back to the backlog. So I'm going to ask my developers right now. Going to my board. Okay. So I see we are on QA testing and done. Okay. Can you let us know what happened today? What happened yesterday? Do you have any impediments, developers?
Okay, so yesterday there was no impediment, and one of the user stories was moved to done. Please click on it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you scroll down, it says as a user, I want to launch, I want to launch the single to married app so that I can see the exciting landing screen, which identifies the brand. And it was moved to done because it met the acceptance criteria, which means that when the user has launched the app, after downloading it for the first time, the splash screen should appear, which displays the single to married brand. Can you please switch to Sigma so you can see the screen? Yeah, so this is it, the brand, the name, and this is the logo. So that was
Awesome.
why it's been moved to done.
So you didn't have any impediment while doing this?
No, there was no impediment working on this.
So any other one you're working on?
Okay, so can you click on the one on QA testing?
Okay.
Thank you. It says, as a user, I want to log in so that I can create an online profile. So
Okay.
this one is, it's in the testing stage, but the criteria for the acceptance criteria will be that the email and the password fields are populated, and that is on Figma. Can you please go to the second screen on Figma, the second slide? Yeah. So the name and the email address has been populated. So this is now undergoing in the testing stage.
Awesome. Awesome.
So there was no impediment working on this one.
Okay. Any other one?
The third one is the lower one. Yes. As a user, yes, that one.
Okay.
Okay. So as a user, I want to sign up so that I can start dating. So this is also in the testing stage currently. Can you please switch to Figma, sorry.
Okay.
The third one. Yes. So this is prototype for the third user story. So that's where we are currently.
Awesome. So, well, literally, we don't have it to do, nothing in the progress, nothing in peer review. There's no blocks, anything here. So we're good. That was a
Yes.
nice job. I remember the last time this was what happened. You stories, and I was really concerned that you couldn't really deliver, but now you've proved yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we had a situation the last sprint planning. We really didn't have our developers present then. I think we're here right now. Hello, developers.
Hi.
Awesome. So this is the update so far from developer Dami, and this is what she has done so far. We'll time box for 15 minutes on the daily Scrum. I believe this is the update we have for today. No impediment, no roadblocks. And we have these two stories on the QA testing. And we have this on done, which is a great one. So thank you guys for this daily Scrum. And we're moving over to the developers. Any questions?
No, we're all good.
Questions?
All good.
Okay. Awesome. So we're done with the daily Scrum for today. Box in 15 minutes. No impediments, no roadblocks. We have in QA testing, and we have in the done. At this juncture, I'm going to be proceeding and handing over to the product owner. Hello, product owner, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sir. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can take over the backlog refinement.
All right, thank you.
Before we head on to the estimation. Thank you.
So can you see my screen?
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So for today's backlog refinement, I think we have like 7 stories that we need to work on. And the sprint goal for these sprints is to create login and sign-up features and to reduce the numbers of critical bugs and create functional application integration. So let me remind us of our unique value proposition, which is to create a virtual reality dating platform. And it's the concept is actually simple. It's just to link people with like-minded on the platform. So the very first story that we need to work on, we need to focus on the acceptance criteria, which is to identify users on Google Play Store and
Okay. Developer Josie, do you need more clarity on that?
Or do
Product
you
owner,
understand?
please, can you shed more light so that my developer can understand how to go about it? Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a simple way to if you go to the Google Play Store, for instance, you should be able to see the single to married application, and you should be able to download the application without any problem or bugs. That's just it.
Do you understand, developer Josie?
Yes, I'm making notes. Thanks.
Okay, every other developers, do you understand?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes.
So the second story is the same, but it has to do with iOS, not Google. So it's still the same acceptance criteria. About chat features, the acceptance criteria is users should be able to swipe up and down on the application. Is that clear enough?
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Okay. And the fourth story is the acceptance criteria is users should be able to integrate easily. This time around with TikTok and IG, Instagram. Do you have API for that?
Yeah, we're working on, I think we're working on the development and close to finishing.
Okay. So the next story is about admin panel. Users should be able to choose either a free trial or paid version, and users should be able to have limited access to free version.
That is correct.
Okay. And the last story is about the acceptance criteria is users should be able to add profile pictures and change fonts and themes. Is that clear enough?
Yes.
Yes. We did this week.
Okay. So the sprint goal, like I said, is for the sprint is to create login and sign-up features, and to reduce the numbers of critical bugs, and to create functional application integration. Is that good?
Yes, I understand. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So everybody understands, the developer understands what they need to do.
Fully clear? Yes. We have it all written down. Yes, ready to go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing now just so that you can take over.
Thank you, product owner. Thank you for the clarity. I really appreciate. You're far too kind. All right, team. Team Z, you know how we do it. We're gonna be heading to sprint estimation, and I'm about to share my screen on that. Can you guys see my screen?
Nope.
Not
coming
yet.
up, coming up, coming up, coming up.
Coming up.
See it right now?
Yes, can see now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So in light of what the product owner have placed on the high priority, we're going to be estimating those stories so that we can literally know the story points and head it up to the active sprints, okay, for proper approach to be done. And let me remind us all, we need to understand the values of Scrum, which I always like to reiterate. We have to respect one another, right? We have to have courage to speak up. I see we're already doing that, committed to the project, which it's very, very, very clear. I can see that happening, right? And we have to focus. Very important. We focus so we can achieve the sprint goal, which has been clearly spelled and stated out. And it's quite imperative, that we're transparent, using the tracking tool right here. I believe this is going to show whatever we're doing transparently. And each time, you know, we inspect whatever has been done, we always have to adapt accordingly, you know, understand the Scrum pillars. You know, we're going to be following the Scrum guide to the T. Okay, right now on the Scrum Poker, heading to the backlog, I see the priorities right here. Okay, so right now as a user, I want to download this application so I can use it on, hold on guys, let me move this a little bit. Just a minute. Let me sort out this impediment. Okay, I want to download this application so I can use it on my Android device. Awesome, awesome. So right here we have the description. As a customer, I want to be able to download the application from the Google Play Store. Okay, and we have the name of the particular, you know, it's called S2M 13, right? So that being said, let me go down to this. So do you guys have any stories on this? Any questions on this?
No.
Awesome. So we're gonna go to the Scrum Poker right now. So I'll be sharing the link. Okay. So we can vote on the story points on this particular one. I'll be dropping this on the Zoom chat. So just the team members, Team Z, feel free to click it and let's vote on this particular user story. Okay. All right.
Sorry, Team Z. While Team Z is presenting, please, audience, go to the comment section and you can comment on their performance on the mirror link. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to be voting on user story 1.5. Okay. I see, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. We need to vote right now on user story 1. I think, yeah, this particular user story. Okay, let's go back there. Have you guys voted already? Hello, developers. I need to see if you guys have voted.
Yes.
I can see 2 developers right here. We have 1 person that is yet to vote. Okay. Anyways, we have 2 votes. That's 30.3 and so this is unanimous. Oh, one of the developers had to go. There was an emergency right in the middle of estimation. So I hope the developer will be fine to take care of whatever is going on. So we just have 2 developers right here. So we have 3 story point 3. So heading back to, you know, the story points, I'll have to come here and okay, there's a 3. Now on to the next one. Okay, as a user, I want to download this application so I can use it on my Apple devices. Okay, let's use the same link to votes, guys. Okay, 1 more. Awesome, 3 and 1. Okay, Ben, why do you say the 3? Hello? If you're on mute, we can't hear you. Hello? I think we're having some technical situation right here. Hello, is anybody there? Okay. I see 3 and 1. I think developer here is having some technical issues. So I'm gonna go with 1 on this particular one. Okay. So this is I'm going with 1. Is it okay to go with 1, developers?
I think they understand the story
Yes.
for now. So
Okay, please,
Yeah.
we need to communicate. It's very important. Okay.
yeah, they said they understand the acceptance criteria, so it's not supposed to be a
Okay.
problem.
Awesome. Okay. So this will become the story point. Where are you? Story point 1. Okay. Since you understand everything, I remember the product owner has elaborated on it. Let's just, go ahead on this. So this particular story. Okay, going back here, what are we voting on? Okay, use the same link to vote. Okay, good. So we have 2. Awesome. So no need to ask questions. You guys understand this particular one. So the story points needs to be 2 here. Okay. Then going on this one, as a user, I want the option to sign up with TikTok and all that. So going back for the estimation, okay, we have 5 and 2, right? Oh, is this the old one? Hold on, let's re-estimate again. Please, guys, can you re-estimate that particular user story? Okay, one more. All right.
Yeah, don't.
5 and 3. Okay, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. So who picked 5, please? And why did you pick 5? Care to elaborate?
I think that's Danny.
Okay. You care to elaborate? Who picked 5? Is
Yeah, probably because she's a new developer. Maybe she needs more.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So are we going with 5? Are we going with 3? Or do we re-estimate?
We can re-estimate.
Okay, let's re-estimate. All right, let's go again. Okay, one more developer needs to vote. Three. Okay, I guess you understand the story right now. Probably you didn't get it the first time. So we have 3 on this. So on my story points is gonna be 3. Where's my story point again? Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay. As a user, I want this option to sign in with my IG and all that. So let's go estimate. Okay, I think we estimated already. Let's see. All right, guys, let's estimate this particular one. What story points are we picking on this? Okay. One more. Hello, are we here? Okay, Ben, we're waiting for you. Are you having some technical difficulties? Okay, I think we have 5. Do you pick 5? Okay, let's just go with 5. And story point 5. Okay. And what other one have we not done? Okay, we have this. As a user, I want to know my subscription options so I can choose among them. Okay, deleting. Let's go on this. So what are we estimating on this? What is story point on this particular one? Okay. 3, 2. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you're pretty close. So we'll go with 3. Story point 3. Okay. So what did I do? Yeah, right here. Okay. So on the last one, what's going on? I'm having some technical difficulties. I have to refresh my page. Awesome. I think I'm good now. So on the last one, I want to be able to update my profile so that my page can be customized to my taste. Okay, let's go and vote here. So what are we voting on? What story points are we putting on here? Okay, I see you, D. Alrighty. So we have 2 and 1. Okay, it's pretty close. So we'll go with 2. So right now the story point is 2, estimated to 2. I think this is all for now on the estimation side. So according to what has been estimated, the developers, which do you think you can literally do and assign it to yourself? Can you go ahead and do that? Let me know when you're done, please.
Okay.
Okay. So who can
Okay.
do, like as a user, I want to download. Okay, let's go refresh and
Team
see.
Z, you have 2 minutes more so that we can give you feedback in the remaining time till 9:30. We have a lot of feedback. So you have 2 minutes more. Thank you.
Okay, Z, who is going to be taking on the stories? Kindly assign it to yourselves. So PO, you can move this to the active sprints.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Okay, all right, thank you. Because we're literally time boxed and
yeah, I'm just waiting for the developers to do the
I think they're done.
The needful.
You can move it because we don't really have time. It's been assigned, yeah. Are you moving them?
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay. Okay. Are you done? So I can refresh the page.
So I can move all the stories?
Yes, please, move all the stories.
Okay.
That's been assigned, yeah. Okay, everything has been moved, right? And so going back to the active sprints, okay, we have everything here. So this is what we're going to be working on the next Daily Scrum. We'll get the updates on what has been done, if we had any impediment and all that. So this is the backlog refinement and estimation. And
all right, thank you.
Literally done for Team Z. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your participation.
All right, thank you, Joe.
So have a wonderful day.
All right, take care.
Thank you, Team. Thank you. Well done. That was really good. RTE, do you have any comments for Team Z's presentation?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening. So just a little bit of observation here, Team Z. Great job, great effort. You guys did good. I'm guessing you didn't have your full team on deck. But you pulled it off. You were able to pull it off as best as you could. Scrum Master, you did a great job. However, feedback that I want to give you, Scrum Master, I know this was just the first presentation, or this was the first time we're attempting this, but please try and know your team by their name. Calling them developer, are you there? Developer, are you there? I mean, you need to have a relationship with your team. The reason why you are a Scrum team is just look at it as you're a Scrum family. So you wouldn't expect your family members not to know your name, you know, even if you guys have been working together and trying to put this together for a couple of days now. So you should be acquainted with their names. So try and, you know, call each other by your names. You already know their role. Definitely, you know who the QA is, you know who the developer is, but, you know, addressing them by their names will be something that's great. That's where, you know, the Scrum values come into hand here. We're talking of respect.
Yeah,
We're talking about
thank
trust.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, please go ahead, because even me, I'm taking notes, and we have a activity on the mural board. So because of time, we have to move to premium after this class. So let RTE just
give perfect.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings for sure. And then the daily scrum, Scrum Master, it's not for the developers. You mentioned it was for the developers alone. I mean, it's for the Scrum team, yes, but I mean, it doesn't mean that the Scrum Master or the PO doesn't have to be there. However, yes, the developers are the ones, you know, giving each other updates, ensuring that everybody's up to date. Now, for your backlog refinement session, oh boy, you did a good job. Now, for the estimation, product owner, Mr. Femi, awesome job. I felt like a little bit more information should have been given to the team. However, I know you guys were working with time, so you did great. Explaining what each user story was and how they were related to each other, or they were dependent on each other. So, you specified the ones that were dependent on each other, and you made sure that you explained that it's practically the same thing. Not much explanation needed there, so that was good. For the estimation, the Scrum Master, you did a good job, but that estimation exercise wasn't the best practice. That's not how you really go about estimating. And when you see that you don't have a unanimous number of story points, you do have to go into why the story points are not unanimous, and ensure that they give you an explanation why they feel that way. And if they don't understand it, if they don't come to a unanimous number, then obviously they don't understand the scope of the user story. Therefore, you tell the product owner to come back and explain it more. I mean, you don't have to keep going, estimating everything. Once you know there's no clarity on something, stop right there and let the product owner come back. Maybe that user story needs to be broken down a little bit more. Another thing, I don't know why you were doing your planning session during your backlog refinement. Assigning user stories is not done during your backlog refinement. The developers assign themselves to a user story during your sprint planning. Okay, you were doing 2 sessions in one. Maybe you need to go back to your Scrum guide and just take a quick look at the glance of the Scrum ceremonies. And but overall, good job. But yeah, there was a little bit discrepancies here and there. Thank you.
Thank you, RTE. Nice feedback. I'm learning. I'm sure everyone here is also learning as well. Okay, let's just go to, because of time, let's go to the mirror board and see comments from everybody. Can everybody see my screen? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Okay, so the first question is, it's not in the Scrum guide, okay? It's not in the Scrum guide. What did you do yesterday, today, and any impediments? So why do Scrum Masters use those exact 3 questions? RTE, Kelechi, any comments on this question?
Say that again, sorry.
So it's not in the Scrum guide. What did you do yesterday, today,
Yeah.
any impediments? So why do Scrum Masters use these exact 3 questions?
Okay, yeah, so this in particular, yes, it's not in the Scrum guide to go by that, but you know, before the 2020 Scrum guide, this was actually there in the old Scrum guide. The 2020 Scrum guide is new, so a lot of people are still using the old practice. Even the daily Scrum, a lot of people still call it daily stand-up, you know, because they're not well acquainted with the 2020 Scrum guide. That's why it's essential, like you stated earlier in your presentation, Choma, your Scrum guide is basically your Scrum Bible. So reading that, understanding it in and out, you will definitely not make the mistake of doing this. Now, what did you do yesterday? What did you do what are you doing today? And do you have any impediments? This essentially is a way of the team giving each other updates. They do not actually have to go by this. Another thing that is not in the Scrum guide is a parking lot. A parking lot is when these impediments, that whatever impediments the team is facing will be you know, discussed in that part. That part is also not in the Scrum guide, but it's something that we practice. It's something that we do. So some facilities hold their daily Scrum for 15 minutes time box, but there's another 15 minutes for parking lot. Parking lot is for you to answer all the questions, or all your impediments will be answered there and be resolved at that point. So yes, get acquainted with the Scrum guide and know exactly what you need to ask, what you need to know. The Scrum ceremonies, even the backlog refinement is not part of the ceremony, because guess what? Backlog refinement is for you to plan for future sprints. But guess what? It is something that we need to know as Scrum Master. Is essential. It brings value to your project. So get acquainted with your Scrum guide, get acquainted with a lot of the information that's going to be given to you by this course, and also your CSM exam when you take it. Thank you.
Thank you, RTE. Coaches, any comment on this question or no?
I echo what RTE said.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so next question, next comment. Nice Figma designs. Thank you. Not thank you, but thank you for making the nice comments. Scrum Master reflected to the last event and involved everyone. Awesome. There is respect in the communication, less talking over each other this time. Okay. Have they already released it to the Google Play Store? Team Z, have you?
No, not yet. This is basically just a prototype. Okay, we don't have an MVP yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
we have an MVP, Red. We have an MVP, but we are yet to release to Google. That's just a backlog.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because someone in your team had mentioned that if you go to the Google Play Store, you can download something. So
no, that was the acceptance criteria. Maybe the person missed the explanation.
Okay.
That was the acceptance criteria.
Okay. So Daily Scrum was time boxed 15 minutes, but it lasted for 5 minutes.
That one is fine. So it's time boxed for 15 minutes. If you do it 15 minutes or less, is even better. People want to get straight to work. As long as, you know, everything is clear, everything is ironed out, you can do it in 5. I've done daily stand-up in 3 minutes. They just say what they want to say and go, go, go. So, okay. I mean, yeah, 15 minutes is the max.
Okay. Thank you, RTE. So during backlog refinement, the product owner sets the sprint goals for this sprint, which springs the question, what is the difference between sprint planning and backlog refinement? Actually, I think I'll take this one. So the question is, I'll just go from this second. Okay, so what is the difference between sprint planning and backlog refinement? So from my understanding, sprint planning is a Scrum event, but backlog, what's it called? But backlog refinement is not a sprint, not a Scrum event. So in my understanding, sprint planning is more like high level. So it's like, it kind of like, it tells you like what will happen like in like the next sprint, like in the immediately next sprint. Do you understand? Well, like, well, backlog refinement is like for the next 2 sprints. Does that make sense? RTE.
Yes, it makes sense. Exactly. You're just echoing what I said earlier. So backlog refinement is not part of a Scrum event. However, we do it so that we prioritize properly and we're prepared a sprint ahead or 2 sprints ahead. While sprint planning, you have to plan for the sprint. You have the team has to know what they're doing, what they're committing to. So that's why they assign user stories to themselves. You ensure you know the sprint goal, and then you start the sprint. Yeah.
Okay. Kelechi, any comment on that or no? No? Okay.
I agree with you. So backlog refinement is more like a longer time horizon. Is looking 2 or 3 sprints into the future. And then sprint planning is for the immediate short term. So like the name says, sprint, it focuses more on the next sprint.
Okay.
Same thing that RTE said and you said. Okay.
Thank you. So beautifully presented their epics and linked it to the user story. Good job, Team Z. The user stories promoted value by following the format as a user, ... I want to ... so that ... Good job, Team Z. At a point, the team members were not speaking up and we were only hearing from the Scrum Master. Maybe they had technical difficulties. Well, okay. Thank you for that comment. Team Z worked well as a team. I think so too. Scrum Master and team are very engaging and focused on what needs to be done. I agree to that comment too. Team Z, please open your burn down chart and velocity chart. I'm going to just read everything because it seems like they're asking for more things. Okay, so we'd like to see your, so Team Z would please like to see your burn down chart and velocity chart. Would also like to see your roadmap on Jira, and please talk us through, your relative estimation starting from 0. So I guess these 2 first. Team Z?
Yeah, we'll have a little time to do that.
I guess just show us. Maybe just show us.
Just show us. We need to just be sure that you guys know where that is. We have 9 more minutes.
Okay. Okay, so going to report.
Well done. At least you know it's in reports. Wow, this is impressive. I know that you guys are new to Jira, but you even know where to click. So the whole aim is not to maybe mock you or do anything, but the whole aim is to just be sure that you know where things are in Jira. So thank you. So my question now, the follow-up question would be, okay, good. So why do you think this is happening on your burn down? Maybe we can discuss this at another time, but please go back and study how to interpret your burn down. Let's not overflow this issue right now, but it's good you know where it is. Try and go a step further and know how to interpret your burn down charts. What does being above the line mean? What does being under that line mean? And then why is it that you don't have a velocity chart? I know the answer to that, but I want you guys to go back and come back with the answer in the next sprint ceremony.
Because we're all finished the sprint, I believe.
Sorry, say that again.
Because we are not done with the active sprint yet.
Correct. Wow, you guys are really gone far. Thank you. So the next question was in your Fibonacci sequence. Why was there a question mark? Why did you start from 0? Please talk us through that. Here.
Okay, the Fibonacci sequence is basically an addition of numbers. So you have the 0.5, you have the 1, so 1 plus 2, you have the 3, right? 3 plus 2, you have the 5, so that's how it goes. And from a scale to 0 to 8, it depicts, you know, the story points, you know, it depicts how difficult, from an easy to difficult level. And basically speaking, if you have an 8, meaning we have to revisit the story and break it down, you know, smaller, but literally if you have a 1, 2, 3, 5, that's okay, meaning the developers understand what they're going to be doing, and it's not going to be that much of a difficult for them to execute accordingly. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so when do we have the story point of 0? I think maybe we should come back with this on the next sprint, so that we can give everyone on your team the chance to research that and come back. When do we have a spike? The questions now for you to take home. When do we have a spike? What's a spike? When do we
research?
Yeah, you can research and come back next Tuesday, because your next ceremony is on Tuesday next week. Don't be in a hurry to answer now. Just come back in your next ceremony. What's your next ceremony? Is it sprint review or sprint? What's your next ceremony? On Tuesday. Team Z, are you in touch with your calendar? Are you there? Hey, can you guys hear me?
Sprint review.
Yeah, sprint review.
Was the feedback so much that you guys can't say anything anymore?
We just have to open it.
Okay, cool. So Team Z's sprint review is on Tuesday, and your final sprint retrospective on Thursday, which is the retrospective. So how are you guys feeling with regards to Chama, could you put that your slide?
Yes, I can.
Oh, wait, before you go, please let them share. I saw something interesting. One thing I need to comment on this particular team is that they've always done very well trying to understand clarity, gain clarity as to what they are doing, right? It's not really about rushing and getting something out. It's about stepping back and breaking it down, understanding how the user journey map goes. And you guys really do well with this. I've noticed in particular for Team Z. So please keep up the good work. Even in your real job, please always form the habit of stepping out for a few minutes, talking about how to break things down, how to gain more clarity. Because when it comes to information technology, right, you're not really selling a physical product, you're dealing with information, and it's going to be in your own best interest if you know how to categorize information, if you know how to break it down, and how to understand what the mind the mind of your user is doing, which is what all these tools like customer journey map, persona map, and the rest can help you with. So thank you for sharing this. Facilitator, please share your screen on the feelings on this one. So Team Z, how do you feel so far on a scale of 1 to 4, looking at the faces? How do you feel from when you started to where you are now?
I feel so green. We feel green, very green.
Grade it 1 to 4.
4. Sorry,
Okay.
4.
Okay.
4 plus.
Why 4? What's the reason behind 4, please?
Because of the progress.
Exactly, we're improving.
Yes.
We're collaborating, we're committed, we're focused, we're literally, applying on the Scrum values.
For the sake of those that are new.
And we plan building the application for real.
Yes. By the way, the Figma designs today was way better than on Tuesday. Oh my goodness, that blew me away. So well done.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Yeah, the last time I didn't know whether it was website you were designing or mobile app, but today I have a good picture that is mobile app. And for the sake of the new participants who haven't done anything Scrum before, what would you advise them? Because we have 2 minutes left. Team Z, what advice would you
work with your team and do a lot of research? Just collaborate and then build on their strengths.
What value do you think it will add to their career, those that are interested in following up with Scrum Master career?
Mm-hmm.
Team Z, what do you think having this type of experience, what do you think it would benefit to those who are new on the participants who want to take this forward? What do you think?
I think it will build their confidence.
Definitely.
Confidence is number one. Then number two, you don't know what you have for free. This is literally a real
collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Right? Real-time experience, and it's going to help you in the real job interview. Like this is what the job is all about, guys. Okay, so you're getting it for free. Take it seriously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you're getting the experience.
And you're also building your Scrum lingo.
Yeah.
And meeting new people who may refer you tomorrow.
Yeah, just basically building a network. Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Does anyone from the participant side, the audience, does anyone have anything to say? We have 1 more minute.
I just want to shout out Team Z. I want to shout out the Scrum Master. I liked how one thing I really picked up from what he did was, I think, the emotional intelligence. I don't know if it was planned that the developer was not going to communicate as well, but he did not lose control in terms of he just found a way to manage that situation. I think I really picked that. Yeah, and that's it for me generally. Yeah.
Stop that.
Thank you.
Okay, that's good. So we'll come to the end of our Scrum Zoom session for Thursday. Our next one will be on next week Tuesday and next week Thursday. So there are resources here. Use them. Contact KX Consulting for all your Scrum needs. And the end.
Thank you, facilitator. Thank you, awesome audience. Thank you, Team Z. You guys rock. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Be kind. Be kind.
Thank you.
Be kind. Be kind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.